Good morning, everyone. Welcome, one and all to Flying with Mike. Recuperating a little today after that whopping 9-hour journey from Honolulu to Tokyo. What a great journey it was. Um, some questions, mainly at Twitch. I didn't get some things out of the stream that I should have, but not anything of major concern. Just why is my screen filling? I just happened to notice this. Oh well, we'll deal with it afterwards, do some testing. But anyway, folks, welcome into Flying with Mike. Yeah, we're going to take it easy, so to speak, today. We're going to take some passengers back from Tampa, St. Pete to Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah, it's not a long flight, not a short flight, but yet it's a good about what are we calling this flight today? About an hour and a half or so of flying. So hopefully you all enjoy. And the animal to take us there is the ToLiss A319-112. The dash 112 simply says CFM engines. And for those of you booing, I actually like those over the other. I think there's more character with them. Just me. But a lot of you all like the IAEs, which would be the 132 designation. I know you all will forget that. Now, do you remember what 112 was? All right. Well, folks, let's crawl up in the cockpit, get this thing going. We're kind of on a time schedule today. VIPs due in, my family. So we've got to kind of wrap this up. If time permits, we'll do a second flight. If not, it is what it is. And we're probably not going to be on stream till after the weekend. Maybe Sunday, but I'm going to bank Monday for sure. So I hope you all enjoy this. And by the way, if memory serves, Monday, when we do kick back in, will be Viewer Appreciation Month. That's right, we appreciate the fact that it's all about you guys. That's who made Flying with Mike an affiliate. Wasn't this guy behind the microphone. Well, it might have been the planes. They may have had some help in it. But it's all about you guys. You, the followers, the people that even just drop in, say hey, drop out. Don't follow, don't do anything. Hey, you count. And of course, our valued streamers or subscribers and VIPs. Thank you so much for putting up with me and uh, enjoying the journey. We've had these total of almost 4 years as a streamer, 3 years in the affiliate. All right. So with that, we're up here in the A319 cockpit. Let's get to work, shall we? And always remember, folks, if you miss anything you really wanted to see, like the pre-brief in this case, there's your outlet, YouTube. We do have a channel. There's start to finish, and yeah, when that 9-hour one hits YouTube, it's 9 hours long, folks. I don't edit, so. All right, so as you can see, the big monster in the middle, we got to fly over it. So, all right, so let's get to work here. Loadout today, 20,680 people. Sounds like most of the people wanted to stay on the beach. 94 people headed back, so most wanted to stay. Pretty light load to K-Town. 110,673 pounds of zero fuel weight. So once we block in about 14,000 pounds, that'll bring us up to 124-ish thousand pounds, 500 round. So flight plan today ended to LACEN, Bruts, Quebec 118 to THRSR. Dispatch gave us 5. Really? I'm gonna have to go up there and talk to them. What is going on with this? Sim Brief, what are you doing to me? Oh well, that's what you get when you put auto, folks. Okay, top altitude 38,000. We'll drop down to 37,000 at Thresher. Actually, we'll probably be pretty close to inbound. So that could be top of descent. So, all right, from there, folks, let's look at the weather. Right now, the weather looks fantastic to go fly. Winds 270. If there is any kind of wrinkle to that words I just used, great day to fly. It's right here in the winds. 270 at 10. They got us on 22. I'll have to look at that. May make a command decision and switch us to the longer runway. We'll see. All right, but anyway, it's out of the west, 10 knots, 16 knots gusts, 10-mile visibility, and just some scattered clouds based at 3,600 on our way up. Up in K-Town, otherwise known as Knoxville. Winds are out of the northeast, 030 at 9. That so far looks like a good runway, and we're going to double check because as soon as I see 5 left, we're going to end up taking it, and it's going to give us information for 5 right. It just seems to be, which one did it finally actually do it right for? Yesterday, wasn't it? Narita, it kept it on the right runway. And we got some people breaking the sky again, broken at 9,000, broken at 25. We'll have to fix that also on descent. So we'll try to get the sky repaired for them so they can have a beautiful day in the Smoky Mountain neighborhood. All right, and with that, let's get in here pre-file. I think I just saw Jacksonville up. We'll look before we head out of here. Hang on a second. Everything's looking good except for that field, which always needs my attention. Oh, wait. No, we can use this one. Okay. And the cadet is back in the house. Telling us all about her day. All right, we're filing that flight plan. Put that up here. Now, when we come online, folks, we will be Allegiant 3738. But again, let me clear the screen. Yep, Jacksonville came up. We'll kind of see what we get here. I don't know if Jacksonville controls our airport or not. So kind of see what happens. All right, so folks, I think it's time to go fly with, did I even have that up? Uh-oh. It looks like my laptop's hanging up again. Sure is. All right, well, we'll deal with that another time. All right, so, well, folks, give you a real quick in case I did forget, which I'm thinking more and more I did. All right, there you go. Now y'all can see it. Real quick rundown here, folks. Again, like I said, Jacksonville's up. There's our load sheet. 20,680 payload. 0 fuel weight at 110,673. And block fuel 13,862. Probably closer to 14, if not over. 94 people. And there's our route and altitude. Just talking away behind me. Weather, for those of you curious to see it. kind of irritates me. The laptop's doing this here of late. 270 still at 10, 16 knot gusts. Still a beautiful day, and even up in K-Town, another beautiful day there. So beautiful flight all around, and we'll get rid of that. There's the big monstrous blob of storms we get to go over, and looks like a good day to fly. So let's do just that. All right. So bear with me here as we go through and get this bird ready to go. All right, so we'll head up top here and start doing our checks. Okay, batteries obviously are on. However, okay, turn our fuel pumps off. Okay, and working our way down. Ground control on. All right, and get our engine fire checks for both 1 and 2 in the APU. And now we'll head down and begin the process of refueling. Okay, so we go to the mechanical page. Now you have 2 pages you can work with right here. Mechanic and attendant. Just carefully work your way over. For now, let's zero out both and see how that does. Hit load. Negative. And we need to come up to... Hit the wrong button there. There we go. As close to 13,000 as, or 14,000 as we can. Right there. That's about 200 pounds over. That'll work. All right. And if we look out the window, we'll see the truck roll up. Right there it is. It's one thing I like about ToLiss. Only bad thing about, I don't care whose artificial vehicles you use. They drive through everything. All right, so we've got that going. Let's head back down here to the attendant page. 1 page over, 94. So go up 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and now we're up to the EFB. Now let's do the weight and balance from here. So basically you can load the plane, and I haven't tried loading it from here to see how well it does, but you can load it from the ISCS screen up here. You can load it for sure from where we were. You just watched it. So when you get here, all you got to do is reset to current. So that's going to put you whatever the airplane is right now. All right, again, we're looking for a zero weight of 110,673. That's about as close as we're going to get, folks. Even if we drop a body, we're dropping 100 pounds, 200 pounds actually. So we're right where we want to be. Good. We can press on. Aircraft is still probably refueling. When the message is gone, so are they. However, we're going to continue on. So, and then we'll come back when they're done refueling to get the aircrafts, continued from there and starting the APU and all of that. Okay, cockpit lights. All looks good. Oops, let's go. Oops. My bad. And flying 727s and 747s. Got used to them. Give me a second to get back in used to this. All right. Now, down here, we want to make sure the flap lever is down. Flaps up. when in reality, the speed brake goes up and the flaps go down. Anyway, now, one thing I give Boeing here, I don't give Boeing much credit because I don't think they've stuck with times that well. Oh yeah, the 787 has a nice little, really cool G like 1000 look to it and all, even though it's not, and all of that. But they miss something so simple. But Airbus, while they have that simple thing, I think need I'm going to call it an idiot gauge like these, backup, if you will, for your flaps. That's it right there, folks. Now it extends and all of that, but you know, having that gauge backing it up helps. But that's one of the few misses on Airbus. Everything else they rock solid fire on. Boeing is beginning to miss on a lot. We'll get to them as we get to it. All right, so the flaps are up, speed brakes down, back up. Oh wait, we're done refueling, so probe heats off. We'll get the APU firing up. And while we're doing that, we're going to set this. Boy, I don't like it when I don't have my laptop. But like all machines, things break. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, so got those all set up while we're waiting, and flap is open, so we can hit start. And monitor the APU as we fire up. And then we will blast off and get this plane ready to go. Get the inertial system aligning, and then get it set up. But again, folks, thank you so much for being a part of Flying with Mike. It's always my pleasure. And to be totally honest, even though Monday starts Viewer Appreciation Week, every flight is an appreciation of you. I don't care if it's in the month of July or the month of January. We appreciate you all greatly for being here. All right, there goes the EPU to available. And we'll head up here. Pitot heat is auto. APU bleed is on. We'll go normal. All right, and let's continue real quick. Cross bleeds are in auto. Air conditioning temperature as required. We'll keep it auto. Gens 1 and 2 are in fault. We can actually come off the external power now. And folks, we're ready. Let's go ahead. Now, unlike the MD-11, when I go to nav, we're not going to get a doodle-doot, doodle-doot, doodle-doot. I'm thinking rotate did that, but you know, Hawker loves to pull these videos up that tell me I'm wrong. And I am man enough to admit that. I'm not all-knowing airplanes. I learn things every day on them. Just like driving a truck, folks, if you don't learn something every day, stop driving. You're getting too arrogant for your britches. All right, so we got the IRS in alignment now, and we verified that the on-bat came on with each of them. All that means, folks, is if we were in a real plane to lose both engines and the APU gen, we could still figure out where we are and where we need to get to. The navigation system basically can run on the battery. All right, so strobe lights, well, we'll just work our way down. Cockpit voice recorder. way up actually. Captain Purser switch up. And everything's set here. Working our way up. Strobes in the auto position. Nav lights in the #1 position. Mainly because I haven't run it there in a long time. A big misnomer with Airbuses, folks, that I hear a lot in streaming. Just because it says nav and logo at the top of the switch does not mean one switch means only nav, the other means position means both. You get that in the Boeing 737, don't have that here. Both switches, 1 and 2, both positions, folks, turn on both navigation lights on your wingtips and your logo lights. What it is there's 2 light bulbs in there. So when whoever the pilot is doing the walk around notices one of the mandatory items, those clearance lights, not burning, call the guy in the cockpit. Could you try the other system? If the light comes on, you keep doing your walk around. If the light doesn't come on, you keep doing your walk around to find anything else, because you're calling a mechanic and he may, if you find something else, he may have to fix that too. But yeah, you're calling a mechanic to fix a bulb, but there could be other things. We all know how electricity flows through wires, and there could be a short somewhere. All right, but in the flight sim world, you just choose which one you want. I just go even days on 2, odd days on 1. Sure how that works. Huh, 1's an odd number, 2's an even number. Huh, pretty easy system, huh? The real crews have another system, have their own ways of doing it, and they, you know, that's great. Okay, go ahead and turn our passengers signs on. Emergency lights. Go ahead and turn the dome light off. Will be completely daylight today. And landing elevation switch straight up and down puts it in auto with the notch at the top end. Okay. Wrapping this up, folks, we've got landing elevation, pack flow, we just set to normal. We can turn our fuel pumps on. And we've done our engine fire checks. We can do a cargo check. It just takes a couple seconds. We'll hold the switch. Holding the switch. There it is. Like I said, takes a little bit, but it'll eventually kick in. All right, and then, folks, we're ready to go. Radio up here is good. Let's check down below. Everything looks good for now. As we had 1 notch down, 128, 122.8, and 126. Okay, those are fine. Transponder's fine. Radar is ready to go when we're ready. Lastly, we're on checking our X pilot, which is the way X plane connects to VATSIM, making sure transmit and receive is on, and mode C. Get your transmit receive right here with your mic and speaker buttons, which you can turn up and turn down. And 80 and your transponders over here, and it's right now on X-bounder. In essence, when I come online, the controller will be happy. It's in its happy spot. The green light's on and it says mode C, and he's like, Zen. All right, so let's start in on the famed McGhee. All right, let me bring charts in. And what we're going to do here, since we have about 4 minutes, we're going to get the McGhee up and running here. Hang on, let me pull that away. Clear. Get this one up here, clear and set. A little more. Go clear. All right, now I'm going to bring the nav display out, and I've got charts up. Okay, so we just confirm 11 July is our next update time frame for our nav data. Cool. So we'll go, bear with me here, folks. Init request. Give it a second, and while it's doing its thing, getting the data in there, I'm going to do my thing. Okay. So. Nope.
Spaceman 634 just subscribed for 31 months.
Spaceman 634, thank you so much, sir, for this resubscribe. You have been 31 months. That is hard to, wow. That boggles my mind. The time frame there, 31 months. Wow. Thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. Yeah, pretty much yesterday. Yeah, you know, yesterday I remember seeing the Raptors racing around the ground and the pterodactyls dive bombing us and all. But you know, hey, you know. And here's the big one, folks. I was around when Firestone tires were actually made of stone. I know, old joke from me, but it's always, I still love it. All right. Anyway, folks, what we're going to do here is get in because I only have 2 minutes. Taxi. Uh-oh, we may not be able to. Dun, dun, dun. No. Oh, yeah, we will. Okay, we're in gate spot 9. So we're going to set our lat lawn before we align here. So 27.54.5. Cool. 82.41.2. Nope. All right. So 82.41.5. Perfect. So we have 27.54.5, 82.41.5 for the longitude. Hit align. And what's going to happen in the 1 minute left to go, folks, when it's time, it aligns not to the airport reference point, which I'm not sure what that is. I don't have the coordinates right in front of me, but it's going to move it to gate 6 through 9. So if you're looking at the chart above, it's somewhere between this gate and the gate we're in, number 9. So figure they probably marked it right about there. But who knows? It's there. Speaking of which, GPS primary means they have aligned. Now, we did not have to wait that long to press on. We just, because I get going on lovely rabbit holes. I meet him every day. He's a 4-legged dog, and blonde at 140 pounds with a lot of teeth in his mouth. His name is Winston Churchill. You mean the one from World War II? Had a hard time seeing him through all that cigar smoke. Anyway, let's get this thing going. All right, so we've got that. Let's go to page 2. I'm going to get rid of charts for just a second because we're going to head over and our nav display. We're going to verify some numbers here. All right, so we went to page 2 by clicking arrows. 110.7, verifying 110.7, 28.6. Now this is your zero fuel weight CG. Cool, they match. I'm going to stick with it being light because if that's light and we go into a light on fuel, we still got an extra 100 pounds. Ain't going to go very far, but maybe and we're there, hopefully. But, you know, it's 100 pounds of fuel. All right, so let's go to the F-plan page, and now we'll head back over here. I thought I was out of that. There we go. That and charts. Now, what we're doing here is we're finishing up the flight plan. If you go in, you have a SimBrief account, you go in here to your ISCS page. I'll show it to you. It's not a real-time consumption. Sound add-on accounts down here in your account IDs. Put in your SimBrief ID. And yes, mine's all asterisks. Oh, wait, I wasn't supposed to say that. Oh, Spaceman's going to get me for violating security. Anyway, what it is not your login, what you use to log into the account. Okay, that's the biggest thing that throws people here. You go into your SimBrief account in the accounts information area, and you'll see a numeric account number. That's what goes there. All of this is in the manual. Highly recommend reading it because we're not going through these. You guys go through it, decide for you which is best. Hoppy's down here. Hoppy. A lot of ATC is not using it, and it's a shame. I really like POSCON because that is how they are, but I don't know if they come through here or not. I haven't checked. May have to do a flight. But so I'm a little disappointed in that system, but that's not a ToLiss thing. That's a Hoppy thing, and like I said, I'm really kind of disappointed with it. So, I would love to use this more. All right, so let's get up here and get this flight plan going. That's what we're here for. All right, so it's real easy in Airbus. I'm not going to say it's complicated in Boeing. I mean, I've done it so often I can almost do it in my sleep, except I do need to be awake to make sure I click the right, files. All right, so we're at Pi. So first thing we got to do is get our runway and SID in here, right? So we go click the left line select key by KPIE, by departure. Now, here's where it gets a little tricky. Notice the difference in runways here. I have a 6,000 foot runway, which they do use. And yes, you can take off on it, folks. And they have a 9,700. 270, I'm going to try this. We're going to go off 22. We're on the ended to departure. And you know what? Let me help you all out. Bring up the route again. There we go. Hopefully it won't get pummeled by canned messages that have been waiting. Now, there are no SIDs for this. So let's look at that ended 2 real quick. Coming off 22. Here we go. It looks like we make a quick turn to the north to Foxar, Peephole, head on up to ended, and then on up to LACEN. This ought to be fun. I think I've landed here. Maybe it was Punta Gorda. But yeah, and I did it, believe it or not, in an MD-80 several years ago, and that was not a pretty landing. That aircraft I just don't like. Sorry, folks. I know to the chagrin of many out there who love it, I don't. So, all right. So we'll insert. All right, so hang on a second. What did I do? I did something. Hang on. Archer. 2-2. Ended. Insert. Hang on, is it not part of those? Then direct dep on a heading of 225 for vectors. Where's dep? Whoa. That's because I'm looking to, oh, I was looking at 4. I'm like, why the heck is it not going to Voxar? Yeah, you're looking the wrong way. We're going to depth and then up. Okay. All makes sense now. Captain's on the page now. All right, so let me switch into plan. And again, this is always good. Get your mind on what you need to do here, folks. Because you very easily get confused, as you just saw me get confused. Okay, so we go to depth, then we come up to ended, and then LACEN. And all we're doing here is clicking. All right, there we are. We're on LACEN. All right. Now, let's close this out. Now, from LACEN, we go to Bruts. Then on to the Q18 to THRSR. Okay. All right, so what's that look like? Hang on. So we go up here to Bruts. And then a whole bunch of fixes are going to be in front of us to THRSR and then Tyson. Okay, so we've got Bruts. Keeps kicking it up. James, John, THRSR. And you can see atop of descent. There we go. Now there's Tyson. Let's do our arrival. Hopefully I won't get discombobulated here. Now, if you look here on the right side, there are no arrivals. However, we know there's approaches. We're coming into 5 left. 47-minute-old weather. Hopefully gets a little refreshed between here and there. Gate 2 is our plan, which is right there. However, 5 left is the far runway out. Hopefully we'll get off at B6. Why? Because we want to get to the terminal. And head to Alpha. All right, so if it does things right, we should be over on 5 left. ILS. ILS 5 left gross. Let's see what we have here, folks. Okay, gross looks like we got to come in and that. So Brenda, if it's available. Or we go into volunteer. No, we're not going into volunteer because we'll have to turn around and come back. That kind of stinks. Hang on. See where THRSR is. Well, we could hit gross. Well, gross would be the one and turn in, or turn in like we did yesterday before getting to that little zigzag. So we'll do that. Back up. And looking at the chart. no SIDS. I'm sorry, no stars, no transitions. There we go. All right, so from Thresher, we're gonna treat this, folks. What the heck is it doing? All right, I don't know why it did that. Because we're gonna come in and we're not gonna loop-de-loop around like that. Yeah. And then head to Benda. Intercept. Yeah, Benda. That all makes sense. And then Benfa. And then in on the 5 left. Go out to Knoxville. Then Neyland. Hold to the left at Neyland. If we have to divert, we're going to Nashville, the guitar. Via. Actually, I think that's volunteer for the VOR, not Knoxville. So there you go, folks. There's our flight plan. Now looks right to a point. I'm a little nervous about part of it, I'll be honest. Kind of wondering if maybe I ought to pop the RNAV in. Because what I'd like to do is just go direct Benda, personally. We'll see. If we don't have ATC, that's what we're going to do. All right, so we got the first part done here, folks. We got the initialization done, both page A, page B, which was the weights. Got the flight plan going. Now we're going to RadNav. Everything looks good here. And then the perf. Okay, over here we have a takeoff performance page. 22, go figure. And again, ToLiss, if any of you guys who do development with them by chance happen to listen, my only real big complaint, as you do with the landing, see how you put the METAR in here? I really wish we could see where you're getting this data from. I know you're getting it probably from X-Plane, but I would love to see it as, you know, the METAR there. Just me, probably. Probably no one else out there, so I understand if it doesn't come. But I really would like to see that. All right, so, well, that is definitely not what we're doing here. Hang on, KPIE. I'm just getting SkyVector loaded up real quick here because it helps me in getting airport information. So 270 at 10, definitely not it. Okay. Temperature here in St. Pete, a 31. Altimeter, 2994. Okay, that's good. We're dry for now. And what am I missing? Temperature, dry, anti-ice. Okay. Takeoff weight, double check. 124, 1. Takeoff weight's 155, 20. Oh wait, that's the max. 124.7. Doesn't even get that right. Oh, you know what? Let's try that. Look at that. It's still wrong, isn't it? 270. Yep. Or did it change? Hang on. Nope, has not changed in 53 minutes. All right, so, and we said 7, right? 247, yes. Put that in here. Why? I'd like to get this as almost accurate as possible with 6,000 feet at the helm. Folks, 6,000 feet, we cannot flex, so we're going to go toga. Air conditioning on. Let's see where toga flaps uno put us at. Quite a bit of the runway. So now we'll go configuration flap 2. Okay, now that's giving us about 2,100 feet of runway. At max brakes, I think we can get her stopped. All right, so let's do it. So we'll go over here, uplink, fill in the data. Now you got to do Q and H. Q and H is 10:13. Call it 10:14. I do this a lot, folks. Don't worry. All right. You think this is my first day in the plane? All right, so we got our temperature, barometric, winds, dry runway, flaps 2. I leave it at that. Now, request the takeoff data. Remember, wait a minute, we're flex. Let's see what flaps 1 will give us. All right, so here's flaps 1, 2. So let's put it back to 2. All right, there we go. All right, so we can run with 119 if we want. All right, so. Gosh dang it. Ugh. All right, received. All right, and then uplink. All right, so we're looking at 118, 118, 123. Okay, we're going to go with it. I'm getting frustrated with myself. I'm going to just call it done. I keep clicking on it, and that's one bad thing. If you click on it here, it disappears. It kind of drives me nuts. But then the converse is they don't make pop outs, and that drives me even worse nuts. So, all right, we're ready to go, folks. So, with all of this data put in, we got 118, 118, 123, 18,000. These can be changed if you know the formulas and then your runway over here. So we'll come to the middle here. All right. Actually, we can put this down here now. 1015. Okay, that's cool. But we need to be in inches for the US. We're running 294. Okay. LS and constraints. LS and constraints. VOR1, VOR2, ARC 20. I'm going to put VOR1, VOR2, ARC 40 over here. And managed speed and heading and initial climb on the ended is, that stinks, 1,600 feet. We'll set it for now, and if ATC gives us a break, maybe. Otherwise, who knows? All right, and while we're ready to go, folks, I am going to begin putting things away. All right, and we'll start seeing these lights go away. You've already seen the first one. Takes a couple seconds with the baggage loaders. While we're doing that, let's set this up to F plan. And let's go ahead, get our smart cars running. Just waiting. There we go. It's connected. And I'm going to go ahead, connect in with AAY 3738. AAY 3738. A319. Go. Okay, I guess I don't have a controller. 3574. All right, we'll see when they come online. Cool. Sounds like we don't have one, so we're going to raise this up to 7,000. By then, he'll have us and do whatever he wants. All right, we're ready to go. Oh, yeah. Lastly, .ctaf KPIE 1830. $18,300. Okay. All right, final checks, folks. Okay, so we've got our numbers in across the top. Everything's set for now. Nose wheel steering anti-skids on. 3 green down on the landing gear. Switching panel, that's right here. All the switches pointing towards the 12 o'clock position. Auto. And the transponder is going to go ahead and get set. That way I don't forget. Let's call, well, first, yeah, let's go ahead and call better pushback, and then we'll get rid of the staircase.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
And as soon as I see the tug out there, we'll get rid of the stairs. There we go. There go the stairs. We get rid of the chocks.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Cleared to connect. Push us back facing east. And Allegiant is well known for one of those loading in the U.S. outside. Not many jetways with Allegiant. Now, a lot of the outlying airports they go to, believe it or not, have jetways.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Brakes released. But here in Florida and a lot of places, they don't.
And you may start engines.
All right, to start them up, real simple, folks. First off, verifying beacons on. Next up, verify we're on the map. That we are. All right, to start them up, folks, Airbus makes it simple for the most part in a normal situation. Switch the selector to the right. You can start one or two. And then if you see the box, hang on, folks. Hello. This is he. Just fine. No, I haven't. That'd be the right place. No, ma'am. Yep, I keep looking. I keep looking.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake. Disconnecting tow. Stand by. Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Okay, folks, sorry about that. Had a phone call come in I had to take. Almost didn't. Glad I did. But anyway, it's in reference to my job search, so. All right. So obviously number one fired up. when you're in that situation, folks, by the way, when you've kind of had to look away and weren't paying attention to see a veil, which would have showed up here when it's ready. If you don't remember, I pointed out that gray box right here. If that's not visible at N2 and everything seems stable, go ahead and fire up the other engine or continue with after start. Here's that gray box again. See it at N2? That's what I think I was getting ready to talk about. The phone call came in. Perfect timing. So, but anyway, hopefully we can get something rolling on the job front, because it's abysmal. All right, so we got a light off and we are going. All right. So as you can see, the avail came up and now the gray is gone. So we'll hit the 3-minute timer and away we go. All right, so after takeoff, how about after start, we go up here, kick off the EPU bleed. To go for the ground spoilers. Now double check what you set for your flaps. Okay, so we set level 2. Oh, not level 3, level 2. Verify. All right, now we're going to get into what I complain a lot with Boeing. I think they need to think about this. Maybe I'm overthinking it. That is a big possibility. I am just a lowly private pilot who plays with the big dogs, but only on a flight sim. All right, so what we did is clicked F control, FCTL here on our pad here, brought up our flight controls. I like to blow it up. Now, where Boeing has this nice little trim wheel with numbers and a hash mark on it, it really doesn't tell you where, in this case, point 4 would be. There you're getting things like 4.4, 4.7, 5.1. Folks, you're interpolating all of that. You best guess. And it, to me, is so simple. Even McDonnell Douglas did this with the MD-11. Just reach over here, run your trim wheel till up 0.4. And guess what? It should be at that number. There, and I just double check. I don't know why they don't, other than, well, I guess because they're still looking for doors that fell off planes. That's really sad where Boeing's become. And I've got a bad feeling it's beginning to spill into other pieces of Boeing that, yeah, I really do think they've, arrogance, I think, really got the best of them. All right, anyway, so the pitch trim is set. Now, one other thing I'm going to do here, folks, while I have the screen up right here, check my flight controls. Okay, there's my aileron check. I know you saw the rudder moving. Okay, now let's be deliberate with the rudder. Now, you can actually do this while taxiing, but you can't in ToLiss. You can in Flight Factor, Really don't know how much Flight Factor is going to see business on the stream here for a while. I really am dissatisfied with answers to service issues with the aircraft. I paid a lot of money to get that answer. No. Okay, and then I just run around all of this to make sure. Okay, we're well past the 3 minutes. Okay, APU master off. And we're ready to taxi, folks. Believe it or not, on the attendant page, arm doors and cross-check. Although you don't hear it, and if you go back here, you wouldn't have heard it. But I think that's kind of cool. All right, taxi procedure, elapsed time can be cleared here. We're past the warm-up. Elapsed time start here. Cabin, let them know we're getting ready to move because they're going to be doing their briefing right now. Okay, and flight controls checked, FMA's good. All we got to do is run the test, and here we go. Brakes off, taxi. Taxi lights on. We'll go ahead and turn on predictive wind shear. We'll keep, actually we can turn the radar on too if it'll let me. All right, there we go, folks. We're on our way to runway 22. Tampa, St. Pete, common traffic. Allegiant 3738 taxiing to runway 22 for departure. Okay, so according to the chart, this taxiway is closed, which sucks, which means we now got to go down to Alpha 5 and work our way up to it. Actually, it looks like maybe an old runway from the way the chart shows it. But we're going way out yonder, folks. Getting you all prepped for Smoky Mountain talk. You know, there's Rocky Mountain High talk, Smoky Mountain talk too. I don't know what Jacksonville is controlling. It gets so confusing between Tampa and Orlando as to who controls what area. According to the chart here, if it's drawn properly, Tampa looks like Miami. We'll go. All right, folks, so down golf here and get ready to go. So I hope y'all are having a great Thursday. Like I said, this will most likely be the last stream of the week. Unless something clears and I'm able to go Sunday or, you know, but for sure Monday we'll kick off viewer appreciation, the month of July, and try and get a real good destination to kick it off. You have one in mind, put it in the chat or in our Discord channel. Love to hear it. I watched a YouTube video this morning of the Beluga A3, are they A300s or A330s? I've heard they changed, or I thought I heard. But anyway, landing in Scathos. That is always that and St. Martin are some of my fun ones to go. And yes, we're going to be flying in them. But again, like I said, July is all about you, the viewers, subscribers, followers, where you would like us to visit. And if not, I try to come up with some pretty good vacation ideas. And I got a couple of others up my sleeve I'm keeping very close hold on. All right, we're coming up to the end of the runway, so final checks here. Again, folks, common traffic advisory frequency is just that, advisory. Do not expect any clearances or, tell you you're cleared for takeoff. All right, so before takeoff, transponder TARA is in position. Brake temperatures checked, engine mode as required. Lights, cameras. Action. Tampa St. Pete traffic, Allegiant 3738 departing, runway 22, ended to departure. Okay, strobes. I thought I got us turned better. Sorry about that, folks. Took up some of their grass. I overextended it. That's my bad. All right, folks, here we go. And toga. Rotate. I should have been in the Navy, folks, with the way I fly. Gears up. Autopilot's on. Okay. I always seem to go to that right side for takeoff, folks. All right, catch up here. Autopilot's on. Passing 2800. Yep, and what we're gonna do, ended, insert, make the turn. Flaps coming up. Set. What did we say? 38. Terrain on, because we'll definitely need it up in the Smokies. And right now we're looking pretty good, folks, as we climb out into weather. That's not showing up here. Let's see if it's showing up on the map. Nope. Okay. Well, we tried. All right, folks, we are airborne on our way. Engine mode's normal, anti-ice altimeter at 18,000 will be set, and the landing lights come off at 10,000. So, hoping you all enjoyed. Jacksonville comes on 135. So let me put, well, we were on Unicom. That's what I get. 135.925. My bad, folks. I meant to be on common traffic and ended up not being. Okay, we're just waiting for the ping from Jacksonville. Should be any minute. And lights can come off. Lights are off. And then a nice cursory. Let the flight attendants know they can start milling about back there. Kinda, I don't know. I think X-Plane went a little too much in the over brightness now to force us to put these sunglasses on that if they was started here would be a lot better. But overall, great shot of the aircraft climbing out over the bay. And there's Tampa, if memory serves, International. Ours is like, leave right there. We should be getting called by Jacksonville here shortly. But anyway, folks, welcome aboard. Thanks for being a part of Flying with Mike today. Hope you enjoy the flight. And let me do one thing here that I have always been remiss in. currently about an hour and 20 minutes out. Huh. Well, not sure what's going on with Sim Toolkit here. Alright, well, we'll get it restarted and see how it plays. Now, I know Jacksonville did something a couple weeks ago really weird, split the center in threes. I haven't been pinged yet, so I'm wondering if we're playing that again. I don't know. That was really weird that week. So, hence, a lot of times I stay out of Florida. So, they get really bizarre down here. But we'll wait, and when they ping us, we'll talk to them. But anyway, folks, welcome aboard. Thanks again for being a part of Flying with Mike. You're new to the channel, smash that follow button. Sure appreciate having you aboard on our next flight. I don't even know yet when that'll be. Well, I know for sure Monday. Now I don't know what time. So we'll kind of play Monday by ear, but guaranteed to start off the Flying with Mike Viewer Appreciation Month. We are flying Monday. Just reflections here, folks. I was just trying to see if they were radar light green reflections or just window reflections or whatever. And they're not any kind of precip ahead of us. So actually, let's go out 80. There we go. Still nothing. Yeah, we got popcorn all over the place here on Storm, so. Leading up to that big blob on the panhandle. All right, folks, I'm going to show you something here. Gonna notice the time here, 22 29. Yes, I have set the clock. What I set it for was a departure, whenever the last time Allegiant went from St. Pete to Knoxville. Set it to their departure time from FlightAware and backed it up an hour. So we're a little late, but that's really nothing real new with Allegiant or any of the airlines of late. But that all said, that just lets you know we're running at 22 5:30. We're actually early. What? Oh, okay. I see what I did. Okay. So yeah, yeah, we should have gotten off right around 5:40. So these guys are going to actually get there early, barring any problems. And in order for you all to hear ATC, I need to do that. I don't know why of late, but now you do. So who knows? Arkin 3687. I just happened to notice you followed us about 14 hours ago, so you did that while we were quiet. We appreciate that, sir. Thank you so much. I just happened to look down and go, wait a minute, that's a new follower, and I didn't hear the alert. So thank you, sir, for coming aboard. All right, so we're going to go ahead, turn off constraints, put on airports, and then same thing over here. And we'll also go to 80. And you can see the coastline here with our terrain radar. Basically, the cool thing about terrain radar, now it doesn't do this in airliners, but if you're in a fighter or a bomber, you flip the terrain radar guidance, I think it is, the airplane will follow the terrain at whatever AGL you set. So that's when you see them ripping through those canyons. Sometimes they're doing it on autopilot. Watch the documentary on the B-1. What a plane. Hands down, one of the coolest planes. I'm still a B-52 old guy. You know, we're from the same era, folks. Old. So I kind of lean to the B-52. Anyway, this show was about the B-1. It's an amazing bomber. Do not let me try to say less of it, because it really is. But one of the cool things that the documentary spotlighted was training. How to become, as they called it, a bone pilot. B-1 is nicknamed the Bone. One maneuver they have to do. And when you think about it, in a simulator, piece of cake. No, you have to do this in the real plane. Go along at wherever they set you at 25, 27, 29, somewhere in that level, flight level. And you're cruising along, and all of a sudden, your weapons officer behind the wall behind you goes, "We've been painted." What that means is radar has us, meaning we could be shot down. SAMs could be coming. Now, there is defensive capabilities on the plane. However, the best one, and this isn't the only plane, many of them use this, but this is a requirement to be in that seat to fly it. Push the nose straight for the ground, throw the throttles full forward, flip terrain guidance on, and let go. You touch the stick, you fail. You have to learn to trust the plane. That's a lot of trust, folks. You're going to hit the deck and flatten out at 700 mile an hour. You're still not well, you could go supersonic, but more than likely you're not. and you're just going to cook. And the plane's going to keep you up and down and around and all of this, and you can't touch it unless it's an absolute 100% dire emergency. Touch it, you fail. That's scary, folks. Think in a simulator it'd be fun. I actually have done it. Some of the DCS, no, it was BMS, simulate that really well. I'm sure DCS does too. Don't get me wrong, folks. But that was wild to think a computer literally can't see like you can, executing those maneuvers like that. Pretty cool. I think that's just flat out awesome. Anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. I saw this, oh gosh, a couple of years ago. Couldn't even tell you what channel. But it was just flat out amazing. All right, it's time to get our head out of the gauges and outside the window. The thunderstorms are starting to pop. There's one there. Out the window, we got this blob. There's that little blob right there. Probably. And we still have not been pinged by Jacksonville. Wait a minute. I don't think Jacksonville's online anymore. Oh, I hope they didn't just come up for somebody, you know, one of their friends. I kind of hate when they do that. Yep, that's kind of what it looks like. Oh, well, you can't stop it, folks. So it's just irritating. You're getting ready to switch over, and they're not even there for anyone at all. It's just a nuisance. Oh, well, they're gone. Who cares? Here's where we are right now at top of climb. James, Brutz, and here was that blob, and we're pushing right over it. Not as impressive when you look at it from here. That's pretty good looking setup there. And you're starting to see it right here. All right, since we're in cruise, let's be nice, even though it's daytime. Turn off the wing lights and the seatbelt lights. Here's the cool thing, folks. We didn't have to ask ATC to reroute. Our route just happened to go around it. So, but anyway, folks, I hope you all have a great day. I hope your summer is going well for a lot. The kids here in the U.S. about a month into summer break. Hope you all are enjoying, and hopefully the adults are still have their sanity. Make sure sometimes it doesn't want to take a screenshot that I'm looking. Yeah, I took that one. Nice. There, this is big complex. So, I mean, overall, folks, weather-wise, things look really, they've really done a good job at X-Plane. Again, I think the white level is a little high. I know I know what you're gonna tell me there at X-Plane. That the sunglasses on. I think it's still too much with the glasses on. So, just me. And, you know, little old me, that little old streamer, 350 followers and 10 subscribers. That little old subscriber me, I think is just a little too bright. Slight dark. Please don't darken it as much as the other. Please. I can't even watch a lot of the streams. It's so dark. So their idea of what the real world looks like is a little different than what I see. Way different. They went the opposite pendulum. You're too bright, they're too dark. So you can find that happy medium here. Be in good shape. All right, looking out here. Starting to light up the Christmas tree in here, folks. All right. All right, well, you know, just keep going on, folks. We got some pretty good thunderstorms ahead. And by the way, I have noticed a lot of you flocking to the 777s. I hope you enjoy the streams. I'll be totally honest, I am not certain I will get the one from Flight Factor. Would have loved to have, but this little incident with the A320 is yeah, made me a little leery of it. That looks awesome, though, heavens. I was even thinking of the A350. I don't know now. Any chance ToLiss has that in their ideas? Looks a little like Mozambique a few weeks ago going in, folks, except I was down at 3,000 feet staring something like that. All right, so we're almost there, folks, and thank you for giving us a try today. I know the 777 is high on everyone's mind as they're crisscrossing the world in it. All right, folks, back with you there. Sorry, just doing some stuff behind the scenes here. All right, we are looking at about an hour and 20 minutes ahead of us to St. Pete. We're just now getting over the thunderstorms. So let's cross over It's like about a 40-mile trip here, and then we should be clear of them. All right, so let's take a look out the windows, see what we see. Ooh, not bad. Nice looking out that window. Let's see how the other side's faring. Okay, we'll take the glasses off, see if there's a big difference. Not really. Okay, it looks like the main complex now has pushed over there. And a really little bit showing right about there, but that'll be east of our trip. And for the most part, I think the radar has done a good job here. Here's what the Sim Toolkit shows right now. Well, again, relative to when this updated. All right, so we're getting ready to cross John, headed to, is that when we head to THRSR? It sure is. All right, so then we'll be direct THRSR. So folks, we're getting there. Like I said, it's a good hour and 20 minutes out still. Not much to talk about for our arrival. Ooh, getting a little bit of this storm backing up on us a little. So, but looking in the K-Town area, Knoxville, Tennessee. Oh, not again. Yeah, I see that. We're having troubles with Sim Toolkit. Not sure why. Wow, it is really being a pain today. All right, let me refire that back up last time. Screws up a third time, we get rid of it for the flight. I'll tell you this much, the screens here, folks, when you look at the traffic that's out there right now, very, I mean, I'm not going to say spot on, but it's pretty across the pond look to it. So again, hope y'all enjoy your new 777s. Um, Hope they're everything you want. I've heard some issues with them and the flight factor one. So hopefully things are workoutable and your flights get through flying fine, because I know what that's like. We're going to just stick with the A319. And hopefully Sim Toolkit will stay up long enough. All right, I am going to do a quick system check here, get us set up for descent. Start with fuel. Excuse me, wow. Okay, we're going to balance out here, so we'll turn off these, get a ding. And then we're waiting for this to get to 2820 or whatever the number is by then, because some of it does wash in. Flight factor, it doesn't. So again, hope y'all have a great weekend planned. Got a feeling a lot of you gonna be flying a particular plane. So hope you all enjoy. While we're waiting, I am gonna put my prediction in through the infamous sim toolkit. All right, we're just about there. See how it washed a little in? There it is. Boom, boom. That's the only thing I don't like, because now I got to come back down. It just annoyance. Okay, and we're done with the fuel. I do have that off, right? I know I turned it off. Yep, we did. Okay. All right, so the system check, basically, we're just going to go through each of our buttons here using the all button and check all of what we can check system-wise. All right, everything's looking good. It's 71 in the forward half of the cabin, 72 in the back half, 60 down below, 72 in the cockpit. Hang on. Drop the temperature a little bit up here. Of course, we have the sun blaring in on us, so that's what warms us up. All right, folks, we are on our way. Hope you all enjoy. Again, exclamation mark the word predict. A space and a negative number puts you in the running to see who can guess how good or bad I plan to land here in Knoxville, or how well it comes off. I'm not planning a bad landing. But they do happen. All right, so we are 29 minutes out. All right, I think my overlay has foobarred on us. No, it's my laptop that foobarred. Yep, it too is having issues, so that's it. It's done. All right, so Yeah, it is still wrong. It shows us still back at, yeah. Okay, the overlay's not right either. Okay. Hang on, let me try something here. Where's the overlay? Huh, yeah, it's kind of hosed up too. All right, so we're having some issues here with some systems in SimToolkit. That's fine. Or in working with Twitch today. We'll just turn them off and try to stay abreast of things. All right, so top of descent is right there, folks. Let's get in here and get our proverbial stuff together. All right, let's get over to the landing performance data. Glad I didn't completely rely on that. Boy, we would have been circling for a while. All right, latest weather. That's what I'm looking for. 11 minutes old. 1753, 17. Okay, this is definitely not right. 050 at 10. Temperature 26, altimeter still 2991. Appears to be a dry runway still. Landing, wait, you know what, we'll just stay here. I'll grab it off SimBrief. Estimating 117,400. Yeah, flaps full, air conditioning on. 9,500-foot runway. Go with it. Don't need the people to be thrown into the seat ahead of them. All right, so over here, QNH will be 29.91. I hate when it does that to me. Okay, temperature outside 26. Wind. It really just did that. Oh my gosh. 50 at 10. All right. Yep. And altitudes. I'm going to. Standby spoke. It did. All right, well, we'll go with it. Just kind of funny to look at somewhere. Okay, so it looks like no ATC in the area except for New York Center. All right, so let's get forward, looking ahead, and from F plan, we are going to go all right, there we go. Okay, we are going to start our descent for 37,000. Well, actually, we're just... Okay, so 2,700. All right, folks, I'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back and we're about to hit top of descent. So I am going to set us to 2,700 feet. All right, and as the checklist calls, okay, approval or arrivals in, performance approaches in. We just need the wind data updated. Okay, down we go. Speed brakes if needed, and by the way, this is why I'm not a fan of cost index 5. Usually you're a little slower. And as I understand it very basically, folks, what the cost index is, the airline assigns a given number for say you're going to run late, you're going to run early. So they'll assign that to start with, then the weather plays in, then some other cost issues play in to get them that number. Now, granted, Allegiant usually runs, I believe, in the 20s. But for some reason. Well, I have an auto, and this is sim brief, not Allegiant dispatch. So, all right. So go ahead and put the sunglasses on, even though I think it's kind of little much, but look at the definition now that comes out in the clouds. That I give it as a positive. Yeah, it's kind of hoping maybe, but I got a feeling some toolkit, our internet may be messing up here. I don't know. Oh well, we'll get the flight in and go from there. I'll be right back, folks. All right, folks. All right, folks. We are appearing to have some internet issues here, so go figure. All right, folks, we're getting close here. Brenda is 50 miles ahead of us, and we're just about to drop below 18,000. So again, hope y'all have got a great weekend planned. Hey, it's Friday Eve, folks. So you haven't made your plans, you got another day. Friday still stares ahead. And as of 29 minutes ago, 2991. I better keep it out for a little longer so I can make sure weather stays pretty on the copacetic side. All right, cloud cover here. A few clouds at 3,200. The base of the overcast is 9,000. And we need a half mile, so we're way above minimums. Cool. Alright folks, sorry for all the quietness here. Still troubleshooting this pesky problem. Not really sure what the heck is going on. But if you put a prediction in, you'll have to do it again. We restarted Sim Toolkit yet again. We're about 8 minutes out. And the overlay is just not playing very happily. And I'm pretty sure it's because our internet is not playing happy. But that's to always be expected from this company. So I know any internet company, I know they all suck. Because they got us coming and going. All right, we're below 10,000, so let's get those lights on. All right, folks, Tennessee River, straight ahead, our airport also in the distance. Can't see it because of the clouds, but it's funny, it says base 9,000. Boy, it sure looks like it goes down further, doesn't it? Oh wait, we're already through 7,600 feet. Okay, let's make sure. ITYS 1030, 1030. So we're good. We're just waiting for that. At 20, well, we're under 20 miles. Okay. Let's take over speed. And start slowing this thing down. So hope you enjoyed, folks. I know most of you were off drooling over the 777s. That's fine. Hey, that's what happens when you launch a new product. I get it. We'll be back Monday. I don't know what we're going to start with, although I am kind of leaning with the St. Martin or Scathos, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. So we'll kind of play it by ear. All right, there's 220. All right, we're starting to come through the clouds at 5,000 feet. Supposed to have been 9,000 39 minutes ago. Yeah. I don't know how the weather interacts here, folks. I really don't. Because it is usually wrong many times. More times than not. All right, seatbelts are on, landing lights. Final check here. Localizer alive. So we'll get that turned on. And we'll go approach because I see the glide slope hanging up there. So we're good there. All right, folks. Final check. Get your predictions in. Slowest to 180, please. Flaps 1. And I'm going to go ahead Get those spoilers going as well. Okay, I think I got the runway in sight, but we'll let her do her thing here. Okay, we're looking at 124. What do we got VAP at? 125. All right, well, I disagree. All right, distance. Okay. 121.2. You know what? We'll just stay here. Knoxville traffic, McGhee Airport, Allegiant 3738, 8-mile final, 5 left. .21.2, that's what I thought. And common traffic for Knoxville, McGhee Airport, Allegiant 3738, 5-mile final, 5 left. All right, we're at the outer marker, folks, which marks Benfi, 5 miles. Okay, cabin's alerted, pad's clear, and I'm going to go ahead and bring it in on my own. McGhee common traffic, Allegiant 3738, 3-mile final, 5 left, full stop. All right, folks, you heard it, 3 miles. Flaps full, gear down 3 green, spoilers arm, brakes, set.
500. 400. 100, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Reverse. $80 coming out. Looks like we are gonna make our spot. Out of reverse, off auto brakes. Get off here at B4, I think it is. And K-Town, McGhee Airport, traffic, Allegiant 3738 off at Bravo 5, taxi to the terminal. Okay, 5 right's clear. All right, there's the terminal. We're looking for stand number 2. All right, folks. We run through this real quick. Oh, we gotta get the weather radar off. Hang on. All right, and we're gonna enter the ramp at, oh, hell, I can't read that. R2. Oh, D2's next to it. Cool. Star Wars jokes, folks. Always fun. Spoilers down. Okay. Brakes, reverse thrust, we did all of that. Alright, AP is running. Spoilers down, engine mode flaps up. APU started, brake check, hang on. Fans are good, brake temps are good, bring it into the gate. we're in. All right, folks, welcome to K-Town, as truckers call it, and probably a lot of other people. Don't just think it's just us. So, but I like that, you know, I lived the life for 10 years, folks, so yeah, it kind of stuck with me a little bit. All right, so we are going to end the stream here. Hopefully the reset, if we do come back up for something little, we can do that. Otherwise, it'll be it for the week. All right, so the APU is on. Parking brake set, parking brake. Any ice, any APU bleed coming on. And then our masters can be turned off. All right, folks, welcome in. I hope you all enjoyed. I know a lot of you weren't here today. I know you're out watching the other videos that are out there right now. But I do appreciate those that have hopped in, hopped out. Beacons off. Let's see. And for now, we'll put the chocks on. And there you have it, folks. We're in K-Town. All right, and if you watch the gauge right down here for the moment, folks, it'll start showing the automation that's going on outside. Or I can put the planes. You can see it. There's first door opening, then the main door, then this one. Main door is open, and now we're just waiting on the little baggage guy to come up for this compartment. All right, so let's take a look here, shall we? And 230 feet a minute is what McGhee brought us in at. And I haven't really said a lot about them today, but Millennium Aviation, otherwise known as McGhee, folks, they're a dynamite company to look into if you're new to virtual airlining or seasoned like I am. I've been around quite a bit. Here comes the last one, by the way. Like I said, I've been flying the sims since 1999, 2000 time frame. Been through 98, 2000, 2002, a century of flight, FSX. Yeah, I bought into the hype that Microsoft did every 2 years. Then FSX came along, and then we had that long hiatus. A lot happened during that hiatus. We can get into that on Discord. I'll love to talk to you there. I won't here, but it's why I'm not over at the other sim. However, we joined X-Plane 4 years ago, oddly enough. That's when we started streaming. New computer, great job by the X-Force computer here that I have that was fabulously put together. Thank you so much, Mr. Brown, for that. And folks, we're still running that computer here on this one, and it's doing a magnificent job. So anyway, McGhee is for all levels of flight. It was started by Captain Mac, a big YouTube creator. Life has him right now a little on the side, but he'll be back hopefully, maybe, who knows. You know what, life, you never know with life what turn comes next. But he's the one that started it, and oddly enough, one of a couple who helped, not knowingly helped, but helped me take that next step and start streaming. Mac Air's a great airline, folks. Great technologies. They're on Smart Cars 3. Those airlines on Smart Cars, I hate to tell you, you're going to Smart Cars 3 here soon. Hope you're ready for it. But anyway, great airline, and I love flying with them. As you can see, I fly a lot of flights with them. I love my FedEx airline, and I love even the Piedmont and American Virtual, which are the exact opposite end of the spectrum, pushing it as real as they can. And then Pan Am Virtual. So those are the 5 I fly for. And Sim Air Force just puts the icing on the cake to be able to do some military operations. So, all right. So anyway, folks, let's take a look at this flight, shall we? Bear with me here. Things got all discombobulated trying to figure out what was going on with what's up there. There it is, Sim Toolkit. No guarantees now with all the restarts, folks, if we're going to have the right runway here or not. All right, they got us at 216, the winner. Something tells me it was me. It was. Hey, that guy called Flying with Mike won. Hey, congratulations. I don't think I had any other takers. So, and we had to restart it so much. If we did, we lost them. My apologies for that, folks. It's just sometimes technology's good, sometimes it stinks. All right, so here's our flight, folks. Pi to Tyson, St. Pete to Tyson Airport in Knoxville. 216 we're showing. Right, here's the flight route. Pretty decent. Details, details, details. Hour and 41-minute flight, 479 miles, 3,000 kilograms, and 2 Gs. That did not, I'm sorry, that did not feel that rough for 216 feet a minute. Yeah. But we were right on the VREF. All right, here we go. Ooh. Don't know if that's internet or if that's just the way the picture was they got. All right, well, we're not going to really see much here. We can tell it up here. Ooh, we can definitely tell they got us on the right runway this time. 1,100 feet down it. Wow. Yeah, either the internet connection is causing this, folks, or Sim Toolkit's having problems. That's always a possibility, too. So, 1,100 feet down the runways where we touch down. I'll be gracious. Secede 2 feet off the center line. Pitch was on the nose 6 degrees, roll about 24 degrees, so or 24 degrees. Whoa, we were took a wing off on that one. 0.24. And you can see the rest of the metrics. All right. All right, folks, we're going to pull Sim Toolkit away. I'm actually going to shut it down. Wow, that was horrible. And we're going to go ahead and pull all these away. Oh, it did bring the truck out. I thought it would because we had to have it out of there. All right, so let's fix that real quick. You're not needed. Oh, it just disappears. I thought it was going to drive back. All right, so close, 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 off. All right, folks, we'll just wait for all the neat little toys to get away from the aircraft. Actually, we can probably put it in reverse right now. We'll give it the seconds. All right, let's do it. Worst case scenario, it won't let us. Oh, hey, that guy behind the wheel forgot to disconnect us from VATSIM, which is why we got the message, folks. Yeah. Other client or online services may only ghost you, which means you're just not visible. For instance, if let's say there were 3 other aircraft here, we would no longer be visible to them. That's all. We might still be on the network, but we're not visible. So to the controller, he's not even seeing us, so it doesn't mess with operations if you forget. VATSIM just kicks you off. And either way, folks, I get it. It's a pain in the butt to watch a plane going back and forth like that. You can even hear my cadets saying that. Uh-oh, there's the spinning wheel. Oh, wait. There, it's working. Come on. Okay, from here, let's just do this. I'm just going to turn the volume down. And let's see. What can there are some pieces of music I'd love to use, folks, but I'm scared of the copyright infringements, so I don't. And there is a piece of music I am looking for. Those of you into it, please get a hold of me on Discord. We'll talk. All right, we're going to watch all the way in, folks. Ooh, that is pretty. I see part of my problem, I'm flaring way too early. Okay, little bumpy on that landing. We'll give it to it. That's why I love these engines, folks. Right there. Yeah, a little bumpy. Okay, I'll give it maybe 2 G's. All right. Here we come in. Good profile there, folks. That's the way the approach should look. Snapshot time. Well, I don't know about 1,100 feet, folks. I think that might have been one of my most closest to the pads that I've had. Let's see. These pads, folks, are what you're aiming for on your visuals, okay? You can see we're hitting pretty close. It's about 1,020 feet down the runway. Problem is, they're big pads, folks, so you land in there, you've done your job. But if you land anywhere from this line right there, the threshold line, to about right here, folks. Looks like where the hash marks end. That's the actual landing zone. Yeah, that's a little rougher than I actually thought. Let's take a look from the other side. Look at that sun coming down, folks. Beautiful time. Now, I will say, landing at night is pretty cool, and I'll explain here in a second. Yeah, it's a good landing, but a bad landing. So, I mean, I'll take the good. Let's look out the tower here. Anyway, folks, just a beautiful time to land. You can see those runway lights just as perfect as day. Perfect. Look at that beautiful landing. We're going to go back out one more time and wrap it up showing you that. See how easy? And you can see this a good distance away. So, folks, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the week. We might, very slim might, come back on later for something very sweet, short, sweet, and simple. But for now, we'll see you Monday. We've got an appointment already to take care of, but it's in regard to our job searching. And thank you all for your support out there for that. It means a lot. Thank you so much, folks. I want to say thank you to the viewers. It's the last, most likely, flight until we kick off viewer appreciation flights on Monday. June or July is that time frame for us. We became an affiliate. We say thank you to you all. That's who made us the affiliate. Thank you so much for being with us today. Thank you so much for watching over on YouTube, macair.com. MacAir is a great place to join. ToLiss is a great aircraft company. They'll take care of you. Folks, y'all have a great weekend. God bless you all. We'll see you Monday. Viewer appreciation.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky